Hi, I'm Emily Lucchetti, the Executive Pastry Chef at Water Bar Restaurant in San Francisco. And today I'm going to make a beautiful berry trifle, and I'm going to use raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries. The great thing about a trifle, especially a berry trifle, is you don't really need a recipe. You can make it with whatever you have on hand. The most important thing is to draw out the juices of the berries so then you can get them to soak into the cake, and that's what makes the trifle really, really flavorful. So the first thing that we're going to do is cook some blueberries with some sugar, because that will really help them pop and get all that juice going. Okay, now what I've done is I've added some sugar to some blueberries, and I've just let them cook for about 5 minutes, and you can see all that juice that's come out, and the berries are all the juices come out of them, so they're kind of just all flat. But what I want to do is I'm going to add some fresh berries in there, so you also get some fresh blueberry texture and taste as well. So we're just going to stir that in right at the end, right before we turn off the heat. Now, while the blueberries are cooling, we're going to make the cream. And what I have is just some heavy whipping cream and some creme fraiche. Now, you could use all straight cream or you could use sour cream, but I really like creme fraiche because it adds a nice, really tangy flavor to the dessert. And you just want to use about half creme fraiche and half whipped cream. And then I'm going to put in a little bit of sugar just to taste, some vanilla extract, it's about a teaspoon, and a little bit of lemon zest. And I'm just going to use the microplaner. And this will just take a couple minutes to get thick. Now that the cream and the creme fraiche has been whipped, I'm going to prepare the strawberries, the raspberries, and the blackberries. And what I like to do is just slice some strawberries, put them in a bowl with some raspberries and blackberries, any combination that you want. And then I'm going to add a little bit of sugar. And again, just to flavor them. If the fruit is really, really fresh, you need very, very little sugar. So always make sure you test your berries first. And then I'm just going to use a bar muddler and just break up the berries some. If I'm home and I'm making this, I actually use a potato masher, and it works really, really well. Okay, now we're going to be ready to assemble our trifle. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is put some blueberries in the bottom, and you can do any kind of berry that you want. But you basically want to start with some berry, and then a little bit of cream. And you can see the cream mixture that I made to a really soft whip. It's not really, really stiff because you don't want it, you want it to be nice and moist. And then we're going to take our cake. And the cake, you can see, is too big to fit in here. So what you want to do is just tear pieces apart and put them in so they cover the bottom. And then this time I'm going to put a few raspberries, blackberries, and strawberries on. And you just want to spread it out so it's covering the bottom of the cake. And then again, more cream. And you can use big bowls. You can use, this is a great dessert to do for a crowd, because you just take it to the table and it's ready to go. You can also do individual ones if you want in wine glasses to make it a little bit more festive. And as you get higher and higher up the bowl, the layers get wider, so you really want to make sure that you have enough fruit on there. And if you're going to have berries, you want to have berries. So now also what's great about this dessert, if you look at it, you see all the beautiful layers, and it's a dessert in itself as far as all the presentation and garnishes are all in one. You just take this to the table with a bunch of bowls and some spoons, and you just scoop it right out at the table, and it's beautiful and it tastes great.